Hello, beloved ones. How much am I here? Your freedom illuminator. I am just laughing because I started talking thinking I'm live and I did not press the button. So that's the price I pay for not showing up for some time. Yes, the patriarchy has set you up to feel unworthy, to not be worthy. As women, we're created or we are born into this system to say your purpose is to be in servitude to men. As women, you are not capable of really running a business, of being independent, or following your passion, of using your gifts, and at the same time having a loving relationship. So some of the things, if you are stuck in unworthiness, if you feel that you have not made it because your relationship sucks, for instance, with your children and all that, know that it's a system that you're born into. And I'm showing up today to talk to that, to say some of the things you can't positive your way out of them, because it's deep embedded beliefs that are not just showing up right now. They have been there. Your ancestors went through them. Your great grandparents went through them. You are marinating in them. And probably you are looking at them, but not wanting to admit them, because who are you if you are not dependent on men? Or you get so angry that when you get out of that, it's like, I have to be better than men. I have to have power over men because I've been struggling for a long time. You understand? This is why at times you can be in toxic situation, but you just stay because you don't know where you'll start. You don't know who you are without this attachment. At times you don't even feel because you are disconnected to yourself, which is one of the big issues. And the disconnection from the self is that which causes failed relationships. Because when you stay, when you just live your life and not feeling worthy and not feeling that you are needed, what is interesting is that the women that I work with, like there's one woman who was suicidal. She felt like she doesn't have any purpose and all that. And when we started working together, she started blossoming in her business. And it's just like, I'm alive again. There is something that I'm doing, because it's either you are in a relationship, and if you're not in a relationship, it's like you are unworthy because you are not doing anything. You are not in a relationship. Then who are you? And at times you stay in a relationship that are toxic, and you end up even losing the relationship with your children, because children can, it's energy. They can smell that toxicity, inner toxic relationship that we have with ourselves. And I was talking to this amazing woman who was telling me about her son and the pain that she's going through of feeling unworthy because she has failed in a relationship. She has failed to an extent where her son doesn't want to be with her. It connected with the pain that I went through, because I know how that feels like. I know how unworthy, lonely, insecure, shame, because we are also brought we are brought up, we are born into this shame-based system. And we don't even, it's not even about when I talk about patriarchy, it's not even about men. It affects both of us, men and women. And we are not willing to do anything about it. We stay stuck in that. We're afraid to even ask for help because you are judging yourself too much. You are always in your head. You are always imagining what people would say. So I'm just here to say, for how long are you willing to be in that? What else is it costing you? Are you willing to sit in that and beat yourself up and wait until even your children are not with you? And I don't blame you when you are there, because it's a system that has been set up like that. If you are by yourself as a woman, it's like you won't make it. You don't even take action. This is why it's been said that basically you are created so that you can Adam does not feel lonely. There are other versions of that in other religions, but it's all about control. So this is why I'm showing up to say, as a woman, when I was in that, in that rage and worthiness, shame, in that darkness, what came through was, who are you without your children? So I'm here to ask you, who are you without all that you have identified with? Are you willing to find who you are? Are you willing to claim your power? Are you willing to break free from those abusive relationships? Because that's what I do as an alchemist. That's where I come in, and you can't positive think yourself out of it, or read a book and do it. Because I was talking to one of my clients as well, who she was stuck somewhere. We started working together, but she's stuck somewhere. She's not even reaching out to me. She's going into that depression mode, which she's used to, and I felt that. So I could tell that this is where she's at. And I call her to find out what is going on. And she said, I was just afraid of calling you because last time I didn't show up. Do you realize how this pattern, this sabotaging patterns, can just play their games? And it's not something that you can affirm you can affirm your way out of them. It's the pattern that those who came before you were stuck in them. It's something that is in your system. And when we do the work that I do, we work on that on a cellular level. I can't even say that. So, do you want to work with me? Do you know anyone who can benefit from this? And if you know anyone who can benefit, please invite them to the group. And if you find yourself in a situation where you are repeatedly doing the same thing over and over again, you are in pain, because there is that pain again that some say that they are not aware of it. Some are aware of it, but they just try to self-medicate and all that. And that's an accumulation of emotions. And your health is affected. And we wait until we are completely depleted and exhausted, and there is not even a part of us that can take a step and move into our future. You question your existence like I did, because I was there where I felt like without even being a mother, then there's no need for me to be alive. Heartbroken, failed relationship, and you continue attracting more and more of that. This is something that I can help you with. This is something that I went through, and it showed in different areas of my life, at work, at home, everywhere, with my children. Like I said, I was not with my children for 5 years. I know what I'm talking about, because I know the pain of that. 5 years, 7 different lawyers, lost all the cases. But when I talk to you right now, I'm with my children. I didn't have to pay a cent, not even a cent. And things worked out because I claimed my power by using the system and the program that I'm inviting you to, where we activate and reignite your self-esteem. You claim your power and reignite those gifts that you are not using. Much love. I would leave you with that. And don't forget to invite other people. If there is anything that you're dealing with that you want to share with me, what you're going through, the fear or being threatened of losing your children, if you say anything, tell me, because I know I am not alone. I know my clients and I are not the only ones who are going through. It's a pain that we are going through, but it's what has been indoctrinated in us from since we were born by the patriarchy to control us. This is why women, you are told that you are nothing without men. You are not safe without men. But it's not something that you can win from the anger, from wanting to power over, from settling for that lower masculinity, because that's what we settle for. When you come from that anger, you want to prove from that toxic masculinity, lower version of the masculine. And you are strong. You are strong more than just the definition of what a woman has been defined as. Much love.